Can you feel the frustration bubbling up inside you, a simmering indignation that threatens to boil over? Are we truly standing on the precipice of witnessing one of the most baffling, most egregious miscalculations in recent Toronto Maple Leafs history? How many chances does a prodigy, a genuine diamond in the rough, truly get before a team, blinded by past narratives, lets a potential superstar slip through their fingers? Get ready, Leafs Nation, because today we're not just talking about a player, we're talking about a pivotal decision that could define the future of this franchise. The urgent, undeniable need to re-sign Nick Robertson and finally give him the opportunity he has so clearly earned. For years, the story of Nick Robertson has been one of unbridled potential, a tantalizing glimpse of what could be. Before the world was turned upside down by a global pandemic, the name Nick Robertson echoed through the halls of prospect analysis as the undisputed #1 talent in the Toronto Maple Leafs pipeline. A fifth-round pick in the 2019 NHL entry draft, taken 53rd overall, he wasn't just good, he was a revelation. His final year of junior hockey saw him light the lamp an astonishing 55 times, a goal-scoring feat that instantly branded him as the biggest steal of that draft class. Experts, fans, and even rival scouts whispered his name in the same breath as top 5 picks like Capo Caco, Jack Hughes, Dylan Cousins, and the electrifying Cole Caulfield. The expectation was clear. Robertson was destined for greatness, a future cornerstone of the Leafs offense. Yet here we are. The whispers have faded, replaced by a collective shrug of confusion. Instead of rubbing shoulders with the league's elite, Robertson has, through no fault of his own, struggled to even establish himself as a consistent NHL regular. It's a stark, almost painful contrast to the narrative that once surrounded him. Matias Maccelli, drafted 98th overall in that very same draft, a player who arrived with significantly less fanfare, has already found his footing and made a more consistent impact. It's a bitter pill to swallow for anyone who believed in Robertson's raw, undeniable talent. While nothing is ever given in the cutthroat world of the NHL, it feels profoundly unjust that Robertson has never truly been given the runway, the consistent utilization, to truly spread his wings and soar. Let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. In 156 NHL games, Nick Robertson has averaged a paltry 11 minutes and 28 seconds of ice time per night. Think about that for a moment. Less than 12 minutes in a game where top players are regularly logging 20 or more. Yet, despite this severe limitation, he still managed to bury 15 goals last season. To put that into perspective, out of the 33 skaters who suited up for the Maple Leafs last year, Robertson ranked 26th in average ice time. But when it came to finding the back of the net, he finished a remarkable 7th on the team in goals. This isn't just efficiency. It's a testament to an innate, almost predatory, scoring instinct that simply cannot be taught. Now, consider the gaping void left by Mitch Marner's departure, a player who contributed 27 goals last season. The Leafs are suddenly in desperate need of offensive punch, a consistent threat that can fill that void. Logic dictates that you look within to the players who have shown an uncanny ability to produce even with one hand tied behind their back. And there, staring them directly in the face, is Nick Robertson. He's not just a potential solution, he's the solution, if only the organization is brave enough to finally unleash him. The argument for re-signing Nick Robertson isn't just compelling, it's an absolute no-brainer. As an undersized left-winger, Robertson's game thrives when he's playing in the top 6, surrounded by elite talent. This isn't a knock on his grit. In fact, last year he showed a newfound commitment to physicality, generating a career-high 79 hits. He's proving he can play with an edge. But at his core, Robertson is a pure goal scorer, a sniper whose primary weapon is his shot. And what a shot it is! There is simply no denying the sheer velocity and deceptive release of Robertson's shot. It's a weapon, a legitimate high-end NHL tool. In fact, aside from Austin Matthews, it's arguably the best release on the entire team. Imagine that for a moment. A player with one of the team's most dangerous shots, consistently relegated to limited minutes and bottom 6 roles. It's like owning a Ferrari, and only ever driving it in first gear. Now, picture this: Nick Robertson slotting in alongside William Nylander every single night. Nylander isn't just an elite scorer, he's an incredible playmaker, a wizard with the puck who can create space and opportunities out of thin air. The hockey IQ of Nylander, combined with the pure finishing ability of Robertson, could be a devastating combination. We're not talking about a hopeful projection here. We're talking about a realistic pathway for Robertson to become a consistent 25 to 30 goal scorer. This isn't fantasy. It's a strategic move that could unlock an entirely new dimension for the Leafs offense. Beyond his on-ice potential, the financial implications make this decision even more pressing. Robertson is still going to command a relatively cheap contract. This isn't a long-term, high-risk commitment. It's a low-cost, high-reward gamble that the Leafs can afford to take. And even if, against all odds and logic, it doesn't work out in the top six, Robertson's unique skill set and efficiency would still garner significant trade value mid-season. It's a win-win scenario, a strategic maneuver that protects the team's assets while simultaneously maximizing their potential. Robertson, in many ways, embodies the definition of a good player on a bad team, or perhaps, more accurately, a great player stuck in a suboptimal situation. He's someone who will eventually be great, truly great, if he's just given the keys to the car, the freedom to drive and explore his full capabilities. He needs the trust, the opportunity, and the consistent ice time that has been so frustratingly elusive throughout his young career. The alternative, the thought of the team ultimately deciding to move on from Nick Robertson, is almost too painful to consider. Given the immense hype that surrounded him as a prospect, the sheer potential that was so evident, his departure without a true, sustained opportunity could easily be remembered as one of the biggest busts in Toronto Maple Leafs history. Not because he lacked the talent, but because the organization failed to fully cultivate it. It would be a stain on the team's development record, a glaring example of a missed opportunity that could haunt them for years to come. Personally, I refuse to give up on a 23-year-old player who, in his junior career, scored more than a goal per game. That kind of offensive pedigree doesn't just vanish. It's there, waiting to be unleashed. And I sincerely hope the Toronto Maple Leafs, under the guidance of new head coach Craig Berube, don't give up on him either. This isn't just about giving him another chance, it's about giving him the first real chance he's ever had at the NHL level. It's about recognizing the diamond in the rough, polishing it, and allowing it to shine. The puck is in the Maple Leaf zone. Will they make the smart play, the bold play, and finally give Nick Robertson the top 6 minutes and the consistent opportunity he so clearly deserves? Or will they let this incredible talent, this unfulfilled promise, walk away and become another team superstar? What do you think, Leafs Nation? Is it time for Nick Robertson to finally get a shot? Share your thoughts, your frustrations, and your hopes in the comments below. If this report resonated with you, if you feel the urgency of this moment, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Let's keep this vital conversation going, because the future of the Toronto Maple Leafs might just depend on it.